if you heard, but the Empire is gone. I was once a foundling. I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold. I'm a Mandalorian. This is the way. 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 This is the way.
Welcome back to Baby Yoda's Escape Pod. Well, a different form of Baby Yoda's Escape Pod that we've never done before. You got video Baby Yoda's Escape Pod. What's going on, Russ?
Hello, Rob. Thanks for having me. And yeah, man, we are here because Star Wars decided to, or whether Lucasfilm decided to, I don't know, tell us about all the, like, up till today, we had the one show, there was only one TV show about Star Wars or Baby Yoda, and that was The Mandalorian. And that was all we were ever going to get. There was never going to be anything else, but no, all the rumors were true. So yeah, today we got, what? A million shows, new show ideas or new show concepts that are coming now.
Oh my God, man. So much stuff coming down the pipeline from Star Wars. I think we were expecting some news to come out eventually, but I don't think we were expecting all of this to come out today. I had heard rumblings. I heard rumblings on YouTube and on the internet that this investor meeting was something to look out for, but I didn't realize how much you really should look out for this investor meeting.
This kind of felt like we feel like we're so tied in. Oh, we know what's coming. We knew what do we know is coming? We knew Bad Batch was coming. We knew Obi-Wan was coming.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty much it. That's kind of like they said Ahsoka was going to get a show at some point. We've been hearing.
Oh, that was never official. And no. I always felt, even though they could have said they were filming Calrissian Andor, the Cassian Andor show, they could have said they were filming. I was like, I still don't believe that's coming. I don't, for some reason, I was like, a lot of things get just like brought so far down into concept and never actually become a thing. Yeah. And I was like, Andor was one of those ones. Like, I really don't, but it really is coming. And all this other stuff that we've never even heard of.
That one particular, the Andor show, I don't know, like, I wasn't that excited about it, to be honest, just because
you're gonna love it. You're gonna lap it all up. You're gonna lap all of this up. Right?
It's a tough one because I feel like we already saw like the most important part of his story, and like, I don't know, maybe it is Star Wars though, so they do have a great way of, writing stories backwards and pulling it off in a nice way. So I don't know. I think I will be surprised on that one. Let's get into it. Let's open up. Let's check this out.
Hold on. Andor's been in this fight since he was 6 years old, man. All right.
You're right. You're right.
So that's a lot of story. You can have some young Andor in the fight since he was 6 years old. You know that one. You know how Star Wars is. You say one line, and that's all you need to build entire book series and movies and comics. That's all you need. Obi-Wan said the word clone once in A New Hope, and look at everything that came from just one line. That's just how it works.
It's true. That is how it works. And
true.
I'm excited for all of these things. Let's
I'm way overhyped. Like I didn't expect all this today, and some of it is like kind of eye roll, and some of it's like I don't know what this even means. So let's get into it. What are you going to roll out? What do they roll out first?
All right, let's check this out. This is from Lucasfilm's official website, here. From the Star Wars official website here. Future Lucasfilm projects revealed. Today at the Walt Disney Company's Investor Day meeting, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy announced a staggering number of new film series and surprises that will expand the Star Wars universe like never before. So the first one that they have listed here being Rogue Squadron. They say the next next feature will be Rogue Squadron, directed by Patty Jenkins from the Wonder Woman franchise. And the story will introduce a new generation of starfighter pilots as they earn their wings and risk their lives in boundary-pushing, high-speed thrill ride and move the saga into the future era of the galaxy.
So what does that mean, future era of the galaxy? Is this post Return of the Jedi?
This sounds like
this is not going to be Trapper or Wolf, right? This is going to be those two guys.
Listen to what they just said, though. I don't even... The story
will be Dave Filoni starring in the show.
No. It's even like I had speculated earlier. The story will introduce a new generation of starfighter pilots. So a new generation. That sounds like new in the story. And as they earn their wings and risk their lives in a boundary-pushing, high-speed thrill ride and move the saga into the future era of the galaxy. That sounds like that's...
So move it into the future era. It sounds like between Force Awakens and Return of the Jedi. It sounds like it's like the same era, like the Mandalorian kind of era. It's gonna be somewhere in there. And
I don't know.
well, I was man, we can't get a. This isn't Porkins. Is it going to be Porkins Jr.? Can we get like Jet Porkins Jr. is something? If this isn't going to take place with the OG X-wing pilots, I don't know what to expect.
I don't know, man. To me, that sounds like this is going to take place after the sequel trilogy. That's what I think. From the way that they phrase.
You think this is really after? I don't think so. The way they make the iconography and stuff, it doesn't look like it's taking place in that era. It just looks, stuck in as close to the original trilogy as possible.
Well, let's finish reading what they have to say here. It's been a lifelong dream as a filmmaker to one day make a great fighter pilot film, said Jenkins. As the daughter of a great pilot fighter myself, some of the best memories of my life are of seeing my father's squadron take off in their F-4s every morning and hearing the feeling, the awe-inspiring power and grace. When he passed away in service to this country, it ignited my burning desire to one day channel all of these emotions into one great film. When the perfect story arrived in the combination with another true love of mine, the incomparable world of Star Wars, I knew I'd finally found my next film. I'm extremely honored and excited to take it on and grateful to Lucasfilm, Disney, and the fans for extending that thrill to me. Patty has established herself as one of the top directors working in film industry today, said Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. She's a visionary who knows how to strike the balance between action and heart, and I can't wait to see what she does in the Star Wars galaxy. Lock S-foils in attack position. Rogue Squadron arrives in theaters Christmas 2023.
Christmas. Wow. 3 years from now, we're going to have to see this. And she does seem like she's very much into things flying around and shooting at each other.
Yeah, you want to watch the video?
There's a video?
Yeah, let's watch the reveal video. Let's watch.
Is she in an X-wing? Oh, this is a reveal video? Okay.
Check it out.
Wait,
here we go.
This is for Star Wars? What is this?
I love to move fast and speed of any kind. I think that that's because I grew up the daughter of a great fighter pilot, and every day I would wake up and go outside and look up and see my father and his squadron taking off in their F-4s, roaring across the sky, and it was the most thrilling thing still I've experienced in my entire life. So cool. When he lost his life in service to this country, it ignited a desire in me to turn all of that tragedy and thrill
than you, Rob, for
into one day making the greatest fighter pilot movie of all time. But try as I might and look as I did, I couldn't find the right story ever. I kept looking and looking, but I just couldn't find the right one.
Everyone made them already.
Until now.
There's like a million World War II
Now
movies.
I found a movie about two things I love. So I'm going to see you very soon.
Oh, wait, what? That's cool. Oh, nice. Wait, what? Why is there an X-wing? Oh, this is a real video. I've never seen a video like this that's a feature film coming, and this is like a weird initial. Hi, I'm the director, and this is my story. That was cool. That was pretty well done, man. I like that.
Right? I'm very impressed, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh man,
you never get like a story. You never need like a story for a director in a certain project. It was really, I don't know. I'm all I believe me. I love X-wings,
it's a great choice.
I want to see some snow speeders too. This is Rogue Squadron we're talking about. They took down AT-ATs and stuff.
I gotta go back. I gotta play the game. The original game.
It's gonna be Dak Jr.
Yeah,
Dak.
It's been a while.
Come on, think of all our favorite Rogue Squadron. Wedge gonna be there. Dak.
Hell yeah.
Dak Jr. Porkin.
Maybe. Who knows? I guess
I hope they have like some kind of weird, like at least a giant freighter called the Porkins or something. We're like named after him. Like we honored everyone who fell at the Death Star. They all got a ship named after him. That'd be amazing.
I don't
know.
All
right, what else we got? An untitled. This is a untitled Taika Waititi film.
Yes, untitled Taika Waititi film. Brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker and Academy Award winner Taika Waititi is in development. Taika's approach to Star Wars will be fresh, unexpected, and unique, said Kennedy. His enormous talent and sense of humor will ensure that audiences are in for an unforgettable ride. Which
this is one of those ones I don't know, but this is one of those ones like I used to feel about Andor, where I was like, I don't know, it doesn't seem too committed. We've seen so many people come and go, from Lord and Miller to D&D to all those guys that just came in and came out the turnstile the other way. And I hope, I mean, he's already worked so closely with The Mandalorian and with Favreau and stuff, so you kind of saw it coming, but maybe they're just like, it's like a little place marker. Like, all right, we know we're going to give you a movie. Just come up with something cool and make it about Greedo.
Dude, who knows, man? If it's anything like what he ended up doing with that last episode of The Mandalorian last year, it's going to be insane. It's going to be fantastic. So
it might
excited,
be about
man.
Space vampires trying to mix in with regular Carillion folk. We'll see.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I don't know. It's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. And he can also do action. We've seen with Thor, so
yeah,
anything can happen with that movie. But let's get to the real one that everybody's talking about. All right,
what's the big one?
The big one.
Yes.
Here. Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's official. We know this. We knew this was coming. We all knew this was coming, but we didn't know that this was coming along with it. Obi-Wan Kenobi, late August, D23 Expo, Lucasfilm announced the return of Ewan McGregor in the iconic role of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi for a special event series on Disney+, officially titled Obi-Wan Kenobi. The series begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Star Wars The Revenge of the Sith, where he faced his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice Anakin Skywalker, turned evil Sith Lord Darth Vader. The series is directed by Deborah Chow, who helmed memorable episodes of The Mandalorian Season 1. And this will truly be a day long remembered, as it was confirmed that Hayden Christensen will be returning as Darth Vader. And this will be the rematch of the century, Kennedy said. Wow.
Oh, wow. So almost setting up there, Will. Yeah, I don't know what to think of this. And me and you were kind of talking about this earlier, but like, what would this show be? I'm super excited for Hayden Christensen to be back, but I've always thought, like, is it going to be some kind of flashbacks? But he's gotten a little older for that. And how is he going to be worked in? Is it going to be a lot of helmet off work, or is he going to be trying to do the voice? Like, what's the voice going to be? James Earl Jones isn't announced. I don't know what is it going to be. Every time he sees him, he takes his helmet off.
I don't know. Well, the end of the quote. It says here on the bottom, it was such an incredible journey playing Anakin Skywalker, said Christensen. Of course, Anakin and Obi-Wan weren't on the greatest of terms when we last saw them. It will be interesting to see what an amazing director like Deborah Chow has in store for us all. I'm excited to work with Ewan again. It feels good to be back. So it sounds like we're going to actually see them together in scenes probably, or they're at least working at the same time. I don't know what is this show going to be? Is this going to be
I know it's going to be floating around in a thing, or are we going to see maybe in that ice? Aren't there certain interpretations of Vader? Like, isn't it the Force Unleashed games where we see a lot of kind of half unmasked Vader? Like when he fights, his helmet gets messed up and he's just walking around. You can see his face more. You think we're gonna get a lot of that? Is that going to be kind of forced, or is that? I don't know. I mean,
don't know. I'm hoping that what we end up getting is like a whole bunch of scenes that are very similar to the final scene in Rogue One that we got of Darth Vader. If we get a bunch of scenes like that mixed in with scenes of Obi-Wan Kenobi on some sort of an adventure. I don't know how he's supposed to be watching Luke. So how is he going to be able to?
He's going to be those derelict. If you thought Mando was a derelict babysitter, not doing a great job, Obi-Wan definitely. And I think a lot of this, it's supposed to take place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, right? So it puts it right in the middle. Luke would be 10 years old, a 10-year-old Luke running around.
That's true. That is an interesting age. They could do interesting things with having Luke at that age. I guess he's not like a baby, so he's not completely,
No, he's got little skyhoppers. He's stealing land speeders. He's programming droids or something. He's doing something out there.
It'd be interesting to see if Darth Vader knew about Luke, like to what extent he knew about Luke.
That's getting me thinking about stuff like that too. And like, when Darth Vader says, I mean, it's the big line, of course, from A New Hope, when Vader says, "You should not have come back." That's the first thing he says to Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Well, not maybe the first. Well, it's one of the things he says. So, are they going to work that in to where they do have some kind of confrontation on the Death Star already? So that line, you can be like, yeah, he said you shouldn't have come back. Like maybe Vader let him go. Ahsoka could be involved because she's alive during all this. There's a lot of possibilities.
I'm hoping that we get to see some sort of a flashback with Hayden Christensen as Anakin, pre-Order
With
66.
Ahsoka. You
with
want that.
Ahsoka.
You need that, huh?
I would really love to see that. I
You
think
want
it would
that,
be really
right?
fun. It would just be a way to kind of validate the Clone Wars series for live action viewers. I think it would really
Tamora's
help.
there.
Rex could
Rex
be
there. Some Tamora there.
I think Tamora's
God, he's
coming along.
He's
for this
got
ride,
it so
man.
set. He's like, he has to be, because think about it. You get lucky enough. I mean, not saying anything against him. I love him as an actor. I mean, he's not tons of stuff. Well, what, The Island of Dr. Moreau. He's like the dog boy.
He was in Aquaman.
Cuts into our show. I didn't see. I don't think I saw Aquaman.
It's not great. It's not my favorite, but he's in it, and he's got a pretty big role. He's Aquaman's
Is he like
dad.
a shark man or something? What is he in Aquaman?
He's Aquaman's dad.
Is he like an alligator guy?
No, he's
his dad.
Yeah, he's his dad. He has sex with a aqua goddess lady.
What?
I think. Yeah.
All right. Hey, we're gonna muss this all up. We're trying to talk Star Wars announcements here. You're gonna bring us to the DC gutter.
Yeah, no,
get out of there.
But Tamora, he's in there, and he's gonna be in a lot of Star Wars stuff coming up for sure. And I honestly think we're gonna see Tamora pop up in a few things. Hopefully, like, he's all those clones. So anytime we have anything with clones, we could have.
He can be in any show at any time. Yeah, he can be in any of those shows. Almost all of this stuff. It depends on. I don't know. Boba Fett might be the last of him, though. I don't think he can always pop up and be like, there was another clone of a clone.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do too. I mean, it seems like they're giving us what
working
we want.
to death.
They mentioned that like a lot of what they're gonna be doing with Disney Plus involves like user data.
More Morrison, and
not particularly
really
Morrison, but like user data, and
they're seeing how much.
Yeah, they're paying attention to what people like
how much people are watching Clone Wars and what the episodes they're going for.
Yeah,
and watching that's why they put together certain arcs on Disney. Like, that's kind of neat. You can be like, oh, you want to watch this arc? It's like, yeah, I'll watch that. Like, it's like those episodes are so short.
It's very cool.
Like a little movie. It's great.
Very cool that they're doing that. They're putting like the essential Ahsoka episodes in like a little playlist on Disney Plus for people, so they can get up to date on their Ahsoka story. It's really cool, man. They're smart.
You know what they're doing somehow. Who would have thought? The mouse figured it all out. All right, we know Obi-Wan. There's so much other stuff. So what's the other show? The Ahsoka show.
That leads us right into Ahsoka.
It's going to be a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, Disney Plus show. After making her long-awaited live-action debut, The Mandalorian. After making her long-awaited live-action debut in The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano's story, written by Dave Filoni, will continue in a limited series, starring Rosario Dawson and executive produced by Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. So, same group that's behind The Mandalorian is making this Ahsoka show. The same team. So, we know it's going to be good.
Yeah, Cowboy Hat Man this is not going to get handed to anyone else. This is kind of his creation, his character, and they did a great job with her in the Mandalorian episode. Oh, excuse me, getting so excited.
Yeah.
So
if it's a 10 episode thing, you get 10 episodes and 9 of them are as good as that.
Is that what it
first
is?
episode. I don't know. They actually don't say, but I'm just imagining that. I know The Mandalorian is,
I say 6,
probably 6.
And look, I really. Man, maybe it's longer. Hopefully, they can at least get 2 episodes for the Martell sisters, because I don't know where they ended up. I'd like to see a live action Martell sisters for like 2 to 3 episodes with the same Cantina aliens walking around. That would be the best. Okay. I want to see that in live action.
All right,
I want to see that Hammerhead walking around in those toy clothes.
Okay.
All right, and this one's the weirdest one. All right. This next one, Rangers of the New Republic.
I'm excited about
as
this
much
one.
as I don't know what this isn't pilots. These are Rangers of the New Republic.
Yeah.
Not Rescue Rangers.
No. These are Rangers of the New Republic, set within the timeline of The Mandalorian. This new live-action series from executive producers Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni will intersect with future stories and culminate into a climactic story event. So, that's something to look forward to.
So this is the Dave Filoni guys. This show, Rogue Squadron, we were wrong. That could take place in any other period. In this, we know exactly when this is. We know these guys. We know there's 2 guys. It's like they're both kind of fat guys, fly X-wings around, and give them the Mando heck. But I'm hoping we see the rest of them. What could this even be?
Are you noticing a trend also here of executive producers Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni on this project as well. These guys are literally running this whole universe that they have going.
This
here.
is a little like, yeah, this is a little SW verse that they're running just on Disney Plus. We're like, look, people can't go to the theaters. We don't know when they're coming back. Can we just make these little movies as shows? Game of Thrones did it, and we're gonna get way more popular than that.
Yeah, and I like the way that they say that it will intersect with future stories and culminate into a climactic story event. So that makes it sound like we're probably going to get like a film at the end of it or something, like, or a climactic story event. Like, this is going to be important, this show.
It's going to be Mando Endgame. It's going to like
that's what it sounds like. It sounds like this show is going to intersect.
But somehow he's going to work in as almost like the Iron Man, where like this big world is built, and at the end you're going to realize why Mando was so important through all this, because Grogu. All right, yeah, there you go. I'm on board.
Yeah,
I want to see their little mini verse. Is it just these three? It's what, Ahsoka, Rangers of the New Republic.
Well, I think honestly, I think this
Mando.
this Rangers
universe, right?
Yes, I think this Rangers of the New Republic show is going to probably be where we explore. Maybe Thrawn, possibly, or like if Thrawn isn't in the Rosario Dawson Ahsoka Tano show, it would have to be in this show.
He has to be in there.
I don't know.
Be something else.
This is going to be maybe standalone adventures within
like Band of Brothers kind of thing or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited.
Band of Rebels.
This is the show. Band of Rebels. This is like, I feel like out of all of the shows, this is the one that reminds me the most of like The Mandalorian when it was first announced, because from the name you can't really tell what we're getting. It's such like a vague Rangers of the New Republic. You know what? It's just like when we got The Mandalorian with no explanation.
And the logo is kind of goofy too. Like, yeah, it's like Power Rangers of the Star Republic connection. Like, what is this thing? That's a Rangers is not a word that's thrown around Star Wars a lot. There's a lot of Star Warsy terms that get turned into all this stuff in the games and the different stuff. Rangers, I don't even know. I don't know what to say that this would be.
Is this Dave Filoni trying to star in his own show, you think? This is the Trapper Wolf show?
Oh, no. He better not. If he stars in it, that's not going to be good. That dude can't act. He's, like I said this, go check out our the podcast, Baby Yoda's Escape Pod. But I predict that Dave Filoni is gonna get killed by Gideon's big ship. He's gonna check it out or something. Yeah, and Trapper Wolf will get killed on The Mandalorian.
Oh, I hope not. Man. That would suck. Oh, that would really suck. That would bum me out. Well, let's get on to the next one here. We got a Lando show coming. I think we all knew something else was coming for Lando eventually, but they say everyone's favorite scoundrel, Lando Calrissian, will return in a brand new event series for Disney+. Justin Simien, creator of the critically acclaimed Dear White People and a huge Star Wars fan, is developing the story. So I'm guessing they're going to get our boy Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, to come back and play Lando, and probably that guy, that really good Han Solo cosplayer who they got to play young Han Solo for.
Called it out, checked right. How dare you? Yes. Great Solo. I'm excited for this, man. When you see Lando, man, that was one of the things I was more hyped about in the Solo movie than Solo was the Lando stuff. Just like how much it looked like he nailed it. And I like that movie. I like it the more that I watch it. I enjoy it more. It sucks that it doesn't have an image. It has the Andor image there instead of there's nothing Lando specific.
Let me see. Let me pull up the Lando.
Yeah, Lando is a cool little logo for this. It stands out from the rest of them too.
Yeah,
you can find all kind of Lando artwork. Yeah. Come on, man.
Lando artwork.
That looks more like robot.
Disney 2020. Let's see here. They got anything for me? There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
It looks great. It looks like a disco album is coming out when you see this. It's definitely it's a very late 70s looking thing. Very cool. And that's the Lando I want, man. I hope they grow that. Like, I want to see where Lobot comes from. Like, I think that he was probably some kind of weird pimp or some kind of weird underworld figure, and he's going to turn into a half robot, be Lando's friend. I want to see Lando go on adventures. I want to see Billy D sitting as an old dude talking about, and he just looks up some of those old stories. So we know in Solo, he likes to record his little stories about the Battle of Tanab or whatever he gets up to.
Yeah, I think Chris Porty has hit it on the head when we were talking about this earlier on Facebook Messenger, where this is probably where all of the stories from Han Solo, from the Solo movie, are going to get fleshed out. All of those loose ends that they left with Darth Maul and Kira,
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see probably.
Kira, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Lando seemed to kind of split. He lost to Falcon. I want to see what like Lando happens post Falcon, because it doesn't seem like Han has seen Lando in a while. And when they meet up together, he's like, oh, Lando. Yeah. I mean, Lando's talking about, oh, you got my ship. It's like, it seemed very fresh to him that happened. Like they hadn't really had much history after that. But maybe it's a way to get the underworld. I want to see Han working for Jabba, because we know that as part of the lore. Why don't they just do it where somehow Han and Lando have to do something with Jabba? That'd be great.
I would love to see more Hutts. I think I've already said this before on the podcast. I want to see more Hutts.
Action Hutts, man. Yeah. Like, enough with the animated Hutts. You can't animate a Hutt. It's terrible.
And
you gotta make a giant. Gotta make it. Yeah. You gotta just go for it. And
rubber suit, full rubber suit. You gotta have
12 guys in there.
Yeah,
you need 12 guys in there. You need a little dude working the tail. You need the whole thing that they had to make that thing work. You need a puke guy. You need all that stuff.
Yeah, they should do it. I have a feeling they know what we want, and I have a feeling we're not the only ones asking for some Hutt action. So I have a feeling they're going to hit us with a Hutt at some point or another. And how cool is that going to be when Mando walks into a room and there's just a big ass Hutt in the room? I can't wait.
Or when Han shows up, that means, Han means you get Chewie. And so you'll have Chewie there too. And then it'll be a great little tie-in. I like that little early days of that. And they're on Tatooine around when Obi-Wan would have been around there. Who knows? And, young Luke might have passed by there. Well, they can put this whole dumb, weird way they're doing this together at some point. It's going to get, that's a tricky thing. You can't get too do things like they've done, like in Rogue One, when you see like Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan on that planet. It's like, all right, we don't need to see every guy kind of thing. It's going to be hard. There's so many characters they can pull from.
They're going to continue to do those things. I didn't mind it that much seeing those guys. I like when they do that stuff. It's like, for me, I like the member berries. I eat them up. I don't really care. And
you do. It bugs so many people who are like, oh, why is the same R5 droid and working for, Space Amy Sedaris now? Why does it have to be the same things? Like, because we want it. All right, we want to see everything a million times.
There's one thing that they didn't announce, and part of me is surprised that. Part of me isn't surprised that they didn't announce it. Another part of me really wanted them to announce it. I had heard people saying that there was a chance that they were working on some sort of a Luke Skywalker and Ben Solo, Luke Skywalker, young Ben Solo, with the kid from Stranger Things playing young Ben Solo, and having either Sebastian Stan or having Mark Hamill with the same stuff that they used for in the sequel trilogy to make him look younger for the scene with Leia. They could do something like that. You wouldn't like that show? That's something. That's not something you would want to watch.
I think the only thing throwing me off is it being the Stranger Things kid, where it's like he's like one of the. No, he's fine. He's good on Stranger Things. I just don't think I could like keep it. I would be like, oh, the Stranger Things kid. Wait, he is Kylo Ren. It would take a lot.
Finn Wolfhard is his name.
Sure.
Cool name, by the way. He sounds like he's got a Star Wars name. He sounds like he could exist in the Star Wars universe already. Finn Wolfhard, come on. Sounds like an X-Wing pilot.
He's going to be on Rangers of the New Republic or whatever soon. Be Trapper Wolf's buddy. Just because this has Wolf in it, that
his name is Finn too. Actually, Finn.
Oh God, yeah. I was sort of distracted by Wolfhard. I wasn't even thinking that he was Finn in there.
Yeah, you're right. That's pretty good. Oh man. Yeah, that's what you get. This is what you get for Baby Yoda's Escape Pod on video. We get this sort of crazy conversation. But that's not it, dude. This one, now we're getting into some stuff we got trailers for, because we get to react to some trailers here. This is going to be fun.
But there's a trailer for, there's an Andor reel? Wait,
there's
what?
There's a sizzle reel.
Okay, I haven't seen this.
Sizzle.
So exciting. Yes. So it is real? They actually are making Andor?
They're making it, man. And you get to see a little bit of it here.
This is a joke or something. This isn't real.
Listen.
As much as I want to Okay, I want to see it.
Listen, Linda, listen. Andor, a tense, nail-biting spy thriller created by Tony Gilroy, is set to arrive on Disney Plus in 2022. Diego Luna, reprising the role of rebel spy Cassian Andor from Rogue One, will be joined by a fantastic new cast that includes Stellan Skarsgård, love that guy, he's great, Adria Arjona, Fiona Shaw, Denise Gow, Kyle Soller, and Genevieve O'Reilly as Mon Mothma. So we're getting a Mon Mothma show pretty much.
She's back.
Yeah.
She's back.
And it says production kicked off 3 weeks ago in London. So it's already, they've already started filming it. It's happening, Russ. It's a definite
All right.
thing.
Come on.
You want to watch
I'm looking at the
this?
thing with the sizzle reel. Play the reel, man.
Okay,
yeah,
here
what
we
is
go.
this?
Here
They
we
started
go.
filming 3 weeks ago.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. You ready?
This isn't real.
Oh, it's real. It's a sizzle reel.
All right, man.
What the heck? Come on, playback error. Come on, guys.
See, I told you it wasn't. They're trying to trick you. This is not a real show.
I watched it. Let's see. Maybe if I just refresh.
It was just stuff from Rogue One. They just slapped it together. Disney tricked you again. Oh yeah, and like that Indiana Jones movie's ever gonna come out. It's not. They've been saying that for a decade. Every year it's coming out. No, it's not.
What the heck? Come on. Let's see.
Oh, they got you, man. You got bit right there.
Here we go.
Wow. Rogue One. Rogue One.
Everything I did for the rebellion. Rogue One, in many ways, it's a film that connected new audiences with the oldest fans. It was
Yeah, the old
feeling,
guys got off on it.
knowing that it was just one film. But then magic happens, right? As you can see, we're getting ready. We're building stages, we're rehearsing, we're training, we're trying costumes, we're doing everything to make sure we do the best show. I'm really excited having the chance to explore Cassian. It's really fun to go on a set that is emulating something you like so much.
The enormity of this is like doing a big feature film.
It's very cinematic. For me, that's where the excitement is.
12 episodes, 12 scripts, over 200 named cast members.
12 episodes.
12 episodes.
12 scripts. Oh, look at this. Look at the shot that we paused on.
1,200 named characters? What are you talking about, man?
Look in the background.
This is Joe over here. What is it? This okay, background characters. I was gonna say that 12 episodes and there's 100 people you meet every episode.
Look at all of the background characters, though. So each one of these is very well thought
Look, there's
out.
4 different Princess Leias in different outfits over there. Okay, I see that.
Wow.
Leia could be on this show.
She could make an appearance. But
right.
let's finish this. Let's finish this.
Over 6,000 crowd people, a lot of creatures that come in from the creature department.
We treat this exactly like we would have filmed. There is no difference in our approach.
Every creature and droid that we've been building has the same care
brown.
and level of attention to detail as the previous films.
Ooh.
It's huge, it's thrilling, but also it's wonderfully challenging.
Actual sets.
There's tons of possibilities to explore. It is the building of a revolution.
Ooh.
Whoa, look at some of these. See that? Hold on.
Yeah, it looked very Blade Runner, that last image. I like make him look like Blade Runner.
What is that, dude? What is going on in this scene? Hold on.
Someone's standing. That was silly. With it.
Look at this. This is cool.
Yeah, that is. You see that the it looks like an old Clone Wars era Star Destroyer on its side almost.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the ship that Gideon is using. Kind of looks like the ship. Oh no, the one Gideon's using has that cutout in the front. Like the
it looks like
Falcon.
Yeah, maybe it's being repurposed, repainted as Empire because it very much looks.
It's one of the Clone War era Republic ships. Yeah,
it
sure.
It is
cool.
We don't have our ship.
I love the artwork, and I love looking at like the.
They are so trying. They want a scene of someone popping out of the canopy. Remember, I don't know if you ever saw the Force Awakens concept art, but there was this great image was going to be Rey, and she's reaching out of an X-wing with the lightsaber out.
They did that with really Ahsoka, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Live action, man. I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they might
I
have.
thought we
You're
were gonna
right.
get
They
Rey
might have.
doing that.
I really thought that would happen at some point too. We got close when she cut the TIE fighter doing the jump, but that's not the same as being in a ship and busting another ship up. But seeing him in that cracked cockpit, you don't see that a lot. Put that image on. I want to see that again because it's a really, that's something they're like, yeah, this is something we're doing.
That is cool. with the windshield blasted out, having to fly. It looks like he's flying like a
B-wing or something. Not a B-wing, an A-wing or something.
Yeah, like
a little A-wing.
Clone Wars era.
His U-wing doesn't look like that at all. It's got those engines like that. I don't know. It's some weird little one. Is it a one-man little fighter? That would make me think A-wing, but the cockpit seems too small.
I will say that this concept artwork makes me more excited about a Cassian Andor show.
It does. It really does.
It really does.
What is this?
Like this? What are we looking at here, bro?
That is very. I don't know, man. It's cool. Look, I see a ball droid. There's a ball droid.
Obviously, we're in Imperial territory. I see there's an R2 unit way in the background. It looks like it looks like Imperial unit or Imperial officers in like the normal gear that we've seen them in like the main trilogy.
Some catacomb of the Death Star or something. This looks. I don't know. Maybe they're in one of those old Republic ships in this part. I don't know, man.
Is this like cloning?
Cool.
Could this be a cloning thing?
It's always cloning. Dark Secrets.
It looks very clony-ish, or either clones or like this is where maybe there's like these are worker cubicle, like they're working in these things or something. I don't know,
man. Slaving people. Yeah, they look like weird tombs or something. Yeah, very Matrixy here, right?
Well, these droids aren't these usually like doctors?
They tortured Princess Leia. Yeah, they're tortured droids.
Tortured droids, but
you're thinking of like
one of them was messing with
Baby
Yoda
Dr.
too.
Ball. Yes, because they're torturous. They just inject people with stuff. You're thinking of Dr. Ball from what is that like on Family Guy or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Robot Chicken.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always saw this guy come out like to put people like to make them go to sleep.
He's not nice.
Give them their sedatives. Yeah. That's it, man. Cool logo. Feels like a video game. Feels kind of God of War-ish.
It does.
But yeah, that's cool.
Very, very rough around the edges.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I already like the character. I already like his character a lot, and we kind of know where it's going to end.
Yeah, but they're filming it.
We'll definitely see how he gets. They're going to introduce K2SO. They're going to do that whole introduction of those two.
That's actually going to be
that's something they can work with. That is going to be really. So that means we get to see Alan Tudyk, right?
Yeah. He's great, man. I love that character. So more of that character. I wish we could see more of the Guardians. Chirrut and Baze, those guys.
Diesel, Baz
and Chirrut, those guys, like the Guardians. Those guys are so cool. I would love to see more of them, but I guess
they were, man.
We like they can't meet Andor.
It would be like, hey, it's you guys again.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you guys.
But maybe
I remember you guys.
It'd be cool to see them.
Haha.
How cool would it be to see those guys pop up in the Bad Batch, which we're going to be talking about in a second.
All right, wait, what is this? What's in it? I know it's so much stuff. All right, wait, but you're skipping something.
We're skipping. I don't want to skip this one. There's not a lot to talk about. We can just browse through this one quick. The Acolyte. Leslie Headland, Emmy Award-nominated creator of the mind-bending series Russian Doll, brings a new Star Wars series to Disney Plus with The Acolyte. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take the audience into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. So, wow.
This is the total wild card of all of it, because we don't really, just besides a few previews in a book that is coming, we don't know anything about the High Republic era. It's supposed to be 200 years before the prequels, with a slightly younger Yoda and a bunch of Jedi and I guess Sith, that no one knows what the hell is going on with any of it, right?
That's what it sounds like. It feels like this is the transition.
Jedi's on horses running around.
Well,
it's like
this would be
before
like
the prequels.
This would be Yoda in his prime. We would get to see in this, and
prime
it
Yoda,
feels like this from the trailer. I'm surprised that I don't see the thing
Some
here.
prime Yaddle with a hot Yaddle. Should be a little hotter.
Let's see.
It'll be there. What old Jedi's gonna be there? Like Yarrow Poof? What are some old Jedi's that were old enough to even be there besides Yoda? I have no idea. Like, we never told you Plo Koon was 8,000 years old. We're like, what? What?
I don't think that there's going to be many other characters that they can cross over like that. Because, like you said, there's not really that many people that are that old.
There's a couple. A couple of them look so weird. I'm talking about the guy with the really long neck who looks totally like an impossible creature.
I like the guy who's just really hairy with the little tiny mouth. What's that guy's name? Like,
he was only in episode 1. I can't think of his name right now. He's great. He's awesome too.
They got to give him a show. But there is like, let me see if I can pull up the Twitter. I want to show you the little animation they made for
an animation
for the Acolyte.
Oh, there's an animation for the. So it's supposed to be. Is this the only one that really seems concerned about the antagonist at all? This seems very like dark side centric. The Acolyte. This seems
think
very,
so. Yeah. Oh man,
it's gonna be like a Sith perspective.
I think so.
That's original. I've been waiting for them to do something like that. I mean, they're close enough to. I mean, it's not really that close doing like an almost neutral character in the Mandalorian. I want to see a straight up dark show. I think a lot of people do.
So that's like the artwork that they showed. There's an animated version.
I think lightsabers might be involved. If they'll look, is that real? That looks fan made.
No,
is that real?
That is real. I mean, the one that I saw, it looked more like this when I saw it, and it was like animated.
Thriller.
But yeah,
all right,
it's a real thing. It's actually happening.
A mystery. There's this guy Ryan Johnson is a really good director. I hope he does an episode.
Oh,
he's good at mysteries and thrillings.
Oh God! Don't make people are gonna dislike this video if you do that.
I'm just kidding. It's just a Knives Out reference. Calm down. Calm down.
I'm still trying.
I don't think they're gonna let him touch anything. All right.
He's not coming back. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Yeah.
What are you talking? That's the other one. Okay, so I guess we're gonna skip Willow too. You can't find. Animation.
I wanted to find the animation of the Acolyte, but it's not really that important. It looks a lot like the thing I just showed you anyway. But this one's really good, man. This is the trailer to watch right now. Star Wars: The Bad Batch.
This is something The Bad Batch, something we got an actual trailer for, and we've known this is coming. Because this is everyone's favorite team from Clone Wars. The clones that don't look like clones, they look like 80s guys. And
they
awesome,
do look like
right?
80s guys. The one guy looks like Rambo, and another guy kind of has like a Terminator vibe to him. They do kind of.
And the one guy is Gilbert from. There's a Gilbert from Revenge of the Nerds. His name is Tech. There's a nerd.
Guy. He's great.
You got a Jock, a nerd, a Rambo, and I don't know what the other guy is.
Let's watch the trailer. Well, it says the series follows
the trailer.
The series follows the elite and experimental clones of the Bad Batch, first introduced in the Clone Wars, as they find their way in a rapidly changing galaxy in the immediate aftermath of the Clone War. Members of the Bad Batch, a unique squad of clones who vary genetically from their brothers in the clone army, each possess a singular exceptional skill, which makes them extraordinary effective soldiers and a formidable crew. In the post-Clone War era, they will take on daring mercenary missions as they struggle to stay afloat and find a new purpose. The animated series will arrive exclusively on Disney+. I hope very soon. So, let's watch this.
It's the A-Team. If you grew up in the 80s, this is the A-Team. It's just a clone. But they didn't have a nerd proper. This show has a straight up nerd, which is great.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Do it.
They call themselves the Bad Batch.
Their ship, right?
The Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire!
Is that Fennec Shan?
This seems to be way.
I don't know. You know what that was?
Display.
Let's watch it for Clone Wars. No, Bad Batch. It's the Bad Batch.
So they're advertising
really cool,
it.
very bombastic.
They're advertising it as like a direct sequel to the Clone Wars in the way that they like just marketed it there. So that's gonna be sick, man. That looks really
It's
good.
just a straight spin-off. They had their whole arc in that last season. That arc was real entertaining. I like their stuff, and it is hilarious that there's like literally a guy with like John Lennon nerd glasses, and he's like this awesome nerd clone. But there's basically Rambo and a giant Arnold Schwarzenegger. I still couldn't figure out what the other guy is.
Did you catch Tarkin?
And I caught Tarkin in there, and he's very impressed by these guys. So this makes it seem at this point, I mean, are these guys just being like they're literally bad? Like they're just working after. We got put on Giant Palpatine. First off, we've gone too far without talking about the Giant Palpatine head,
Right,
which is
let's bring him up.
the best moment in this.
Where's he at? Where's Big Palps?
Big Papa Palps is a little back.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Very cool. He looks great.
So this is just a straight sequel because Order 66 has happened in the Clone Wars, and that's kind of where we left off was when all that was happening. We had things maybe foreshadowing stuff later, but this is going to take place right then, like right when all those events are happening.
I think what we're going to see in this show is I think we're going to see Order 66 go down, and I think that we're going to see the Bad Batch kind of be stuck in the middle of it, and I don't think their chips are going to work. I don't think they have the chips. So I'm pretty sure when everybody else turns on the Jedi, they're going to see this go down. I think they're going to be kind of stuck in the midst of all of their brothers, and they're going to have to fake it. I think that's probably what we're going to see is them having to fake it to survive until they can figure out how they're going to get away from this.
And did you notice that one like giant lizard that was jumping at that one of them? That looked a lot like Boga from Utapau in Revenge of the Sith. That looked a lot like the thing Obi-Wan was riding chasing Grievous. So you think there's a chance that maybe these guys are on there? It's so quick. It looks like that same kind of lizard though is chasing one of those guys. And it's like they're just showing you a billion planets during all this. Let's see. It's so quick. I don't even know if you'll be able to catch it. Like, just play it from here. Watch.
I'll play it from back here.
The Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire.
Cool as animated. Dark Troopers in white though.
That thing right there is what you're talking about.
Yeah, am I crazy? No, is it like bat wings or something? Maybe I'm off. I'm just off. All right.
I don't know what that thing is.
I don't know.
It looks cool. It looks really cool. It looks like something. You know
what
I noticed?
Like they took a mask from something else and stuck it on a bat. It looks great.
What I noticed that kind of jumped out to me is if you pay close attention on this scene, right? Where is it? It's like right around here.
Yeah, right there.
Wait.
Bunches of nerds.
Right there.
Yeah.
You know what that is?
That thing, yeah.
That's the Mama Core.
Isn't that that's the same thing we saw in Mando?
That's the Mama Core.
That's the thing that they threw
I think
threw Baby Yoda in that. That's the same thing, huh? Okay.
Honestly, like that's what my theory is. Looks kind of like it, right?
You sure it ain't a Raptor? You sure it's not a Raptor, man?
It could. I don't know. Those those things that were chasing Han Solo around in the ship in Force Awakens. Yeah. I don't think it's one of those things. It doesn't really look like one of those to me. It looks more like Mama Core.
A giant pink thing with a bunch of blades and teeth and tentacle. They all kind of look the same. It's in the Raptor family. It looks like yeah, but you're right. It's in water.
It's got the tentacles, It's trying to pull them down.
I think it's got tentacles, sure. Tons of teeth. Sarlacc, everything in Star Wars has tons of tentacles and teeth. They just put them in different environments. They're either rolling around like idiots in Force Awakens, or in water, or they're stuck in the sand, and they eat Boba Fett's. It's a Star Wars tradition. We love them though.
This looks cool though, man. This looks really cool. I like just going through these screenshots.
It is. It's just like going through like concept art images over and over of this.
This guy looks cool.
Oh, what is that guy?
Saber
what
whip.
that
the
thing?
saber whip thing that he has looks really cool.
Oh, that's the whip.
Yeah, it's like
his eyes look pretty cool.
It's like a lightsaber that is a whip. And I think it's been in other stuff before. We'd have to talk to Chris Porteous about these things because I have a feeling these are
He
from
looks like
the books or something.
Looks like the devil in that old Tom Cruise movie almost.
This guy,
Legend.
This guy here.
Yeah, he looks like the legend devil.
What do you
Yeah,
think
he's
his
got a
deal
whip
is?
now. He's got Wonder Woman's whip.
He's got a Sith.
He's making
got
it tell the
Sith looking
truth.
eye, man. That yellow eye. I don't know if you can. There you go. Now you can see it a little better.
No, I think there's a reflection. I think it's. I think he's got night vision or something. I don't know. He looks like a vampire too. He's got sharp teeth. We do a paranormal show. We're allowed to talk about vampire isms.
He looks He looks a little vampy. I don't know. He's got an interesting scar on his head. I'm curious about this character. He seems kind of cool. Like I don't know. Maybe he looks like he could have like Inquisitor vibes or something. I don't know.
He does.
Should we watch this trailer one more time?
Oh boy, I don't know. Just if you want, it's up to you.
Let's do it one more time, just for shits.
So fast, just like
for...
hit you in the face so fast. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Camino.
Okay, yeah, straight up. Never noticed how low-bodish the other guy looked back there. He's got like a low-bot thing going. A walker back there.
Coruscant, maybe.
Probably.
Be cool if we see some of the planets that we learned about in Mando this season.
You think that's Coruscant?
I just maybe
right?
noticed something. Look down. Look at this.
So funny. This becomes this Zapruder. Yeah. Oh, they think he's standing right there.
Who is that?
Is that
looks like Thrawn to me.
I don't know. You think we'll see some actual animated Vader, Clone War era Vader? He would have become Vader pretty quickly.
He would be there. This has to be something. These people. This is like an important spot, right? Right here.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I mean, is that the Senate? I mean, I know of course he's
like
the
it
Senate,
to me, right? And like
but is that
they're all looking up to
Senate
him,
building, right?
Like whenever there's like in the scenes in
He'd be
like
standing right there.
What's up? What
he could just be standing right there.
Oh, you think that's just Palpatine?
It could be.
It looks
could
like
be him and Masa
That
Mater
guy
or
looks like
something
he's standing
there.
up so straight. That's why I was like thinking he looks kind of like Thrawn. Even kind of looks blue, but it could also just be because it's so far.
That looks like the same spot where like Yoda and like all of them were looking over all the clones at the end of Attack of the Clones when it's the same kind of assembly yard. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Where the ending scene where they're like, "Oh, one."
I guess this could just be
no,
Tarkin.
not victory, or whatever.
Could just be Tarkin because we saw Tarkin is in charge more or less. So, but I think that is probably something to take note of for anybody out there who is trying to find Easter eggs in this trailer. I think that's something.
There you go. Somebody's there. Let's look at the red robe. Great look.
That's definitely Fennec Shen too. It's got to be, right? That's the one thing that we didn't really stop to take a look at.
Fennec Shand.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Very young
so.
Teenage Fennec Shand.
Yeah, making her way in this galaxy, simple girl. Yeah, definitely. You're right. You caught it,
I think so.
It would make sense in the timeline that we know of because she's a little older now, a little
She would
wiser.
have to be pretty young right here, but I think it could be her. I mean, the mask is on point.
She would be working with the Republic, right? At this time, or the Empire, right? This is the dawn of the Empire. This is Empire time.
She would be working her way up in the ranks of the Empire, yeah, as an assassin.
There you go. Cool. I like how Geonosis for a second, Geonosis.
The action sequences, the fight sequences look so good, man, and the animation looks like the same level that it did in the final episodes of the Clone Wars.
That was quite an impressive display.
Wow.
Yep, very cool.
Really cool. Really, 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 really cool. That might be I don't know what I'm more excited about anymore. I thought that I knew what to be excited about. And that's not even it. There's like a couple other things. This one right here, this Star Wars Vision, sounds really cool. Something that like I think a lot of people have been hoping for, something like this. Presenting all new creative takes on a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated short films celebrating Star Wars through the lens of the world's best anime creators. The anthology collection will bring 10 fantastic visions from several of the leading Japanese anime studios, offering a fresh and diverse cultural perspective to Star Wars. That's gonna be cool.
This
man.
is not anime. This is just a straight up sanctioned anime. I mean, we've seen, fan made anime of stuff. That's cool. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea what this even was. Is all this other stuff it was just processing from earlier. That sounds awesome, man. I want to check that out.
Sounds really cool. And not only is it just like a Star Wars anime, they got the best of the best anime creators involved in this project, and it's 10 episodes. So there's going to be a chunk of content.
Man, they better go
there.
for it. Yeah, I hope I hope they all just go for it and make something really, really
it's
unexpected.
Beautiful. I think it's going to be beautiful, man. Yeah, and it's called Visions, which that tells you right there. This is going to be something to look at. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful.
People are going to be flipping around. It's going to be lightsabers going everywhere. It's going to be amazing.
I'm excited about that. After all of this stuff, there's still other things to be excited about. They also have this thing, a droid story, which I'm not 100% clear. I think this is animated. It says, as Lucasfilm continues to develop new stories, the intersection of animation and visual effects offers new opportunities to explore. Lucasfilm Animation, oh, okay, so it's animated, will be teaming up with Lucasfilm's visual effects team, Industrial Light and Magic, to develop a special Star Wars adventure for Disney+, a droid story. This epic journey will introduce us to a new hero guided by legendary duo R2-D2 and C-3PO. So that sounds like it's a standalone film.
It's just a droids cartoon reboot, basically. That's
pretty much,
cool,
yeah.
It's not going to take place with any main characters. You're going to meet someone else. Who knows when? Yeah. Okay. All right. And because we know Willow, not really Star Wars.
Willow, not really Star Wars. Or who knows? Maybe it could be happening on a planet in the Star Wars universe for all we know.
Better not. Oh no, I'll riot. I'll cancel all this. No way. Willow does not take place. Mad Mardigan is not a part of the Star Wars universe in any way.
Oh, man, this is really fun though. I can't believe we did this this is almost an hour long.
Is it? Jeez, it's just trying to get through with it. Yeah, it's a lot to process, all this new stuff. And thanks for having me on for this. This is cool.
Yeah, man, this is fun. Hopefully we'll get to do this more often. And whenever we get Star Wars news, we should do a video like this. Anytime that there's like some solid Star Wars news, I don't want to go around spreading Star Wars rumors like everybody else does on the internet. There's so many YouTube videos.
Tons of clicks and stuff, man. We'll start just making stuff up. We heard about that new Watto show.
Part of me does want to do like more videos on the regular, and this could be like
come back. Part of me kind of wants to just sell out and just talk a bunch of crap, but the other part of me,
I love theorizing about these things, and I love I love talking to like you about this stuff. It's really fun to at least I love seeing your reaction to some of these things, especially like the trailers and stuff, because it's just I'm always wondering what other people are going to think. I know I'm going to love it, so I always have to check with other people to be like, am I just biased because I love Star Wars, or is this actually really good?
Well, I'm almost the wrong guy too, because I am very biased. I just love everything too, and I take some certain stances recently. I mean, most everything I'm very much for. So, well, I am a bit biased as far as that goes. But there's never been like a day like this that I can think of where they're like, "Oh, did you know there's gonna be like 8 new shows and a movie and another animated thing and these 2 other things?" It's just too much, man. This is like,
it's a big day.
Great.
Yeah, and this isn't even like
early Christmas with we could just get a trailer, but hey, we're sitting here, we're so spoiled. In 3 hours, The Mandalorian's about to come out as we're taping this, and the new Mandalorian chapter 14 is about to hit, right?
Yes, I'm so excited. It's the weird thing is that a week from today, we're going to be getting ready for the season finale of The Mandalorian season 2.
Oh no, this is 15. Oh man, already.
Man. Yeah, I can't believe we're already there. It was such a good season; it flew by. But
they don't want everyone being depressed. It's over for the holidays. Like, no. There's 12 other things coming out. Lando's coming back, guys. Lobot's origin. It's all coming.
Kathleen Kennedy was sure to mention that Mandalorian will be coming back next Christmas. So that is not very
a
soon.
long
That's a
time.
long wait, because it's
not
not even
any of this stuff before then. I mean, probably
I think
Bad
so.
Batch and what else?
I think we're gonna get a bunch of this stuff before that. I think we're definitely gonna get. I
not
think
a
no.
bunch.
I think we're gonna get the Bad Batch for sure. I think we're probably gonna get that Visions anime series.
Oh, yeah.
Sooner than later. I think we're probably gonna get. What else was on here?
Well, Obi-Wan was the first thing to start filming, and then Andor is just a bunch of Rogue One clips.
Andor, I think they said
nothing right now.
2022 or 2023 for Andor. I bet you that the one thing that they didn't mention on here is Boba Fett. There's no Boba Fett show. So everybody was saying that there's going to be a Boba Fett show that's going to be coming out on Disney Plus. Where is this Boba Fett show?
Everybody was wrong. Well, that might be the Taika Waititi unannounced film.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think well, because I think Boba Fett, they already are talking about him in The Mandalorian. I think they're gonna keep him in this Filoni Favreau universe that they've got going on.
Jump around all these shows. He doesn't need his own. He can pop around.
Yeah, I don't know that, man. This is awesome. I can't wait for the Ahsoka show. The Ahsoka show, technically, since they film a lot of the stuff in the volume, which I think they mentioned during this thing, that they're building 3 more volume studios, one in England, one in California, one in Georgia, or something like that. I forget where all the locations were, but they're trying to put more of these things out there. This way they can go full on into production and keep making these Star Wars films and TV shows now, which is so cool. I hope we get the Ahsoka show before the end of next year, at least maybe right before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say more. My brain is firing on all this. I could keep going on about what I think is gonna happen with Mandalorian, keeping Boba Fett.
I hope we get it sooner than
here.
later. I can't wait. But this was great.
So go check out our Star Wars show, Baby Yoda's Escape Pod.
Yes.
If you want to listen to us review every episode of The Mandalorian and the occasional days where 20 shows gets announced.
Yes, and keep an eye on this channel. Please like and subscribe the video, and we'll try to do more of this kind of stuff for you guys if you like it. So yeah, check out the podcast, Baby Yoda's Escape Pod. Follow the Instagram. I'm Rob Oakey. That's Russ Ryan, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.
May the Force be with you.